subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I've said this more than once this week, right? I said this more than once this week. I didn't expect to be making this video today. This is another news video, because there's a lot of news going around. I just really thought things are going to be drying up. In fact, I have a video recorded, I haven't uploaded it. A video recorded that I was going to put out on Saturday about, was it the Edge of whatever, the VR video game, which is not very good. The Doctor Who VR video game. I'll tie it into Doctor Who. That I was going to put up, but I guess I got to shut that to Sunday now, which is a bit annoying, really, because I had something else lined up for Sunday. I guess I got to shut that down to the end of the week as well. Plus, okay, this is the news that is not in this video, is anything about the season 22 Blu-ray release. I'm so psyched for that. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that. So what I'm doing with this, so this is all news apart from, and that's how much news there is, right? There's all this news apart from that. So what I'm going to do with that video, again, this is coming up this week, is I'm going to do a real deep dive in it. We're going to do a full trailer reaction, including the 5-minute mini story, which looks awful. It looks like just corporate, like a corporate video from 1997. It doesn't look very good. I haven't watched it yet, but we'll do a full reaction to the trailer, and then we'll go through each story in season 22, and we'll watch the DVD trailer. I'll go over the extras that are on the DVDs, the existing ones that are going to be coming out, and then I think we're going to get a much better idea of what's coming up. So I'm really excited. Okay, I'm always excited about the Blu-ray releases. But anyway, so that's what we're not dealing with, right? That's what the news we're not dealing with. We have a lot of other news that we are dealing with. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That'll be fan-freaking-tastic. Thank you very much. Can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? Can you hit that subscribe button? I'll tell you. You can tell the times on YouTube when they turn off the throttling of my channel, right? They turn it off like 4 hours and it went up like 12 subs. Like, Duke, it's crazy, right? And then they turn the throttling back on when it does too well and it just like ticks backwards and forwards. If you're not subscribed, please, if you could consider subscribing. And if you are subscribed, crazily, check to see you're still subscribed. You're probably not, okay? You're probably not. But thank you very much. So like, share, subscribe, comment. If you're on Rumble, hit that Rumble button, baby. Have a bit of a Rumble. Yeah, you know you want to, baby. You know you want to. Actually, I might put this video out on Friday. If I can get it uploaded in time, it might go out on Friday. I mean, I've got to do the thumbnails, so I was like. Anyway, these are the thoughts that go around. So like, share, subscribe, comment, Rumble, and mostly sign up for my Substack, okay? It's starting to ratchet up now. I'm putting out some good stuff on it. We got well, first you get all the announcements about my my incredible content, which I didn't really cheap at twice the price. It's free, okay? Cheap at twice the price, so you get that. But also, I put in like a bunch of comics. And they're good stuff. There's good comics. We're running Ice Warriors. That goes out on Sundays. I've got to colour the next episode of that. That's a pain in the ass. Okay, so I got the Ice Warriors that goes out on Sunday. I'm doing a thing called Red Ghosts on Fridays. That's only going to be running for a few weeks. That's going to the paid one. The paid one's $5 a month. Listen, mate, if you can support me, that'll be fan-freaking-tastic, okay? That's the way I like to try and monetize, by offering you something, like here's like in exchange, because YouTube doesn't like me. As I said, they desubscribe people all the time, unsubscribe, and they demonetize my channel. That's the deal I was looking for. Fine, let's get to the news. Okay, before we get to the news, okay, important aside, very important aside. What are we having for Sabbath meal? Sabbath meal today, this week on Sabbath. I'm a rabbi. If you didn't know, on Sabbath you have a family meal on Friday night and Saturday lunch. So Friday night we always have down. Okay, we either have like if we're not having company, we basically have roast chicken, potatoes, peas. That's the main course. Before that, you have the Jewy chicken soup, which has like these little dumplings in called matzo balls. Very good. Although, if you get them in restaurants, they're always too soft, okay? Watch out for your restaurant matzo balls. Knedlach, if you want the more traditional term. But what we're going to do for lunch, okay, because it's cold here. Look, I'm wearing my sweater, right? Why? Because I don't live in an English house which has English insulation that you just heat up in the winter and you just are nice and toasty. I really miss that. That's one of the few things I miss about England. But I really do miss that. So it's got, so for me, cold weather food is like gloopy, like made out of why calls it chopped meat? But so do we call it something different in ground beef? Ground beef. Oh yeah, we call it something different in England. So like we're trying to work out what ground meat we think we're gonna do. So we came up with she came up with a glorious solution. Firstly I said, how about a bit of shepherd's pie, right? A bit of shepherd's pie. I could go for that. Oh, I love a bit of shepherd's pie. And it seemed to be the thing that was well, the first plan was chili and doing Mexican. Some of the kids were not happy with that, especially the kid that just came out of isolation. Two of them just came out of isolation. They weren't happy with that. Then I suggested a kind of shepherd's pie thing, the ground meat, and instead of potato, you put this thing called Kadarife, which is really good, and I know my kids like that. And then it said, well, why don't we just do the shepherd's pie? But then my other daughter said, well, we need a chicken as well, because I'm not big, so fine. So now we're doing English shepherd's pie, and I thought, well, that's really good. And my wife's American, so we're doing a southern chicken fried southern chicken southern fried chicken fingers and biscuits, the American biscuits. You know, not your McVitie's. Whatever. Oh, man, I miss a hobnob. Okay, it's another thing I miss England. Okay. Hot houses and hobnobs. Okay, all the H's. Fine. So that's the big news. Okay, the big news we just got over, and I'm really quite happy about it. I'm also quite happy about this news. Okay, production on Russell T Davies' era of Doctor Who has begun. Updated. So actually, I'm going to read this from We Got This Covered, which amazingly has better coverage than the Doctor Who TV. We've got the covers, normally not a great site, but they're so in the bag for this era of Doctor Who. It's kind of fun, okay? So they said they already started casting. How do you think that happens? They just turn up in a field somewhere. Hi! Yeah, I'm Judy Dench. One of the things we're going to get to. I'm Lennie J. Another thing we're going to get. I'm Ollie. I'm just going to meet you in a field. Like, what? I don't understand. Like, obviously production has started if they're already running auditions for the next Doctor, right? Which I hesitate to call the 14th Doctor, because it might just be a reboot, right? Might be the first Doctor. Might be. We don't know. We don't. I'm quite optimistic. But let's read this over here. Oh, Bob Saget. So sad he passed away. Wow. Okay. Wow. It won't. That's weird. I have to go. It won't like shrink down. God, garbage tier website this is. Yeah. I think we'll just slide backwards and forwards. Jodie Whittaker. Oh, God, I never got this here. Okay, get rid of that. Jodie Whittaker's final episode of the 13th Doctor haven't even aired yet. Please. Just put them out on iPlayer now. Yeah, I didn't realize they put all of Around the World in 80 Days out on iPlayer. Why? Like, why don't you do it weekly? It was great show, really great show. But it appears to have already begun work on the next era of Doctor. Well, if you want some continuity, yes, and it's actually starting a lot later than I think anybody hoped for, right? Yeah, it's like, I mean, don't you remember the time when they said they quit and there was no announcement who's taking over? You know, like nothing. And then it was Rusty Davies. We went, wait, what? Yeah, look, this has been a massive failure, which is, I think, the thing they want to try and avoid saying. It's incredible, actually. Yeah, how much it's felt and how much they ignore its failing, right? And the weird thing is this: I can put up with this sort of in Doctor Who, right? I think in Doctor Who, fine. But in reality, there was a press conference, was it last night or the night before, with Joe Biden, went 2 hours. And somebody says, well, how do you think you've screwed up a lot? He said, no, I haven't screwed up. Look at Afghanistan. And everybody went, what? Wait, what? That's not an example of you not screwing up. But, again, in Doctor Who, lie your arse off, say it's successful. I love Doctor Who. It's very important to me. Nobody's dying over Doctor Who, right? There aren't it's not like, you're having interpreters are having their tongues cut out by the Taliban because of Doctor Who, right? That is happening in the real world, which I just find so disturbing. They all do the same thing. But okay, fine. Also, stepping on board the TARDIS at the end of 2017, Whittaker, who destroyed the show with Chibnall, will be handing over a Sonic Stream to Doctor number 14. Will she? I don't know. Later this year. I mean, it's Is this going to be a separate production? I think I'm intrigued to know what Russell T Davies is going to do in response to this era, right? Because anything he does is a response. If he does nothing, it's a response, right? We're gonna know. We're gonna know in about a year or so. I think we're gonna know a lot sooner how he really feels, and I think he's really pissed off. I think he's really pissed off with Chris Chibnall, right? That's my guess. And yes, I know. Publicly, he speaks glowingly about him because that's what Russell T Davies is. I think he's a person of extremely elevated personal morality, right? That's how I would describe it. Because, like, not speaking disparagingly about people publicly. The thing I bang on about all the time is this Jewish thing called Lashon Hara. Like, he's very good. He's like, he really gets it. And I've got so much respect for him for that. So he's never going to slag him off. But I think he was really unhappy with it. As noted by diligent fans of social media, the online resume of block producer Vicky Dello confirms that Doctor Who is currently in production in its new home at Badwell Studios in Wales. I wonder if Badwell Studios they didn't buy the studios they built for Doctor Who, did they? This is a whole new studios. So she's the editor of The Legend of the Sea Devils. Well, she's probably still working on that. Okay, and she's Doctor. Yeah, that's not the new one. That's the current one. That's Tom White, whoever he is. Tom White is the editor of Legend of the Sea Devils. So now this is Vicky Delo. This is much more detailed. I have to tell you, I'm very surprised how detailed this is. So she is in current production and Doctor Who block producer. So what does a block producer do? Let's look it up. Okay, let's look it up. Hang on. We'll go over here and go, what does a block producer do? Okay, I think it's a reasonable question. If she's being employed as a block producer, what is the job of a block producer? Yeah, that's really the question. Block producer is responsible for creating new blocks, which include recent transaction broadcast on network and a blockchain proof that proves the current state the chain is valid. To produce a block successfully, the block producer must have a current. Okay, no, this is the blockchain. In TV production. Okay, that's it. That's basically okay, what? Not TV producers, block producers. What are three? I don't know what a block producer is, and it's not production block. Production blocks are an innovation of BBC Worlds and thus modern television production. It seems to be okay. A block producer is a administrative role, putting together the administration to make these things work. You turn up at filming here, yeah, like a block producer. I get this is a guess, okay? You tell me what you think. I'm guessing a block producer will be like when, you want to come for a Doctor Who audition? No problem, Lennie James. Okay, no problem, Ollie Alexander. We're not meeting in a field at a random time. No, you can come to this. That's probably what they do. Okay, that sounds like probably what they do. She's worked on The Last Kingdom, Humans, The Tunnel. I don't know about any of these things. Okay. Remember current showrunner Christian was bowing out alongside Whittaker with acclaimed screenwriter Russell T Davies coming back to the series. Take over from him. Why is that? We got this covered. Do you have that covered? Do you? I don't think you do you? I don't think you got that covered at all. Davies really helmed Eccleston Tenant eras in 2005-2010. Fans are calling it RTD2. Era begins with the 6th anniversary special in November 2023, which I'm very excited about. Now, here's the big news, right? Finally, we get some big news. Doctor Who Season 13 will likely follow on after Season 14 will likely follow on after that. We don't know what the plan is, though. There's not going to be normal seasons. I don't think we're just getting a TV show on TV, right? I think we got a new media thing going on. But directly after that, in fact, I get the feeling that Doctor Who is going to become the template of how to make genre television successfully in this new era, in the streaming era. Because Disney can do it because they throw a gazillion billion dollars at every second of footage, right? So yeah, they can totally do it, but it's not really even working out so well. Boba Fett is doing terribly. They everything they've done has had bad audience retention. They just have so many of them. Even if they have bad audience retention, they still make it economic viable in the short term. But I do think something that there's some interesting different plan afoot. Is my opinion. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but let's find out. This time, producer Phil Collinson labels the next season as currently in production. Phil Coulson, he was one of the three that was one, right? Russell Davis, Phil Collinson, and Julie Gardner. Dream Team's back, baby. Dream Team, and it's really interesting. They got Phil Coulson back. He was producing. Coronation Street File. Let's see what he's been doing. Okay, let's go back over here. imdb.com. No, I don't want to Google it. I want to go there. Let's see how I spell his name. Collinson. Okay. We'll do Philip Collinson. Let's see if we can pull him up. I don't want an actor. He's a producer. Titles. No, am I spelling his name wrong? Collinson. No, I'm spelling it right. That's weird. Not an actor. That's so weird. Wow. Phil Collinson. Let's try Phil Collinson. Phil Collinson. There you go. Really? I did Philip. Okay, so what's he been doing? Oh, he was a producer on It's a Sin. Well, okay. Gentleman Jack, I looked at it and went, it seems to be a irritating feminist drama. He was the producer on Good Omens. Oh, man. Listen, I wasn't a huge fan of Good Omens. I thought it was a bit twee. I actually felt it's more of a successor to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But in terms of production, it was fantastic. Bancroft don't know about it. He did Corrie for 703 episodes. Blimey, that's a lot of episodes. All the small things, I don't know that. Midwinter Spirit, never heard of it. From 2015. Bancroft, never heard of it. Look, look, he knows what he's bloody doing, right? He does know what he's doing. I think this is huge news. I really do. In production. There's some confusion of exactly what stage season 14 is at, given the use of both in production and in development in resumes. However, it does seem too soon for the cameras to be rolling. No, they're not in production. I don't think Russell's even written a bloody script yet. Okay, the first thing isn't hitting the air for like a year and 10 months. I don't think they're filming it yet. I mean, maybe a year from now. About a year from now, I would have thought the cameras would be rolling. Got on 14th Doctor tenure. We do know that Davis has written several scripts, though. And, oh, yes, he has. He's written at least one. And the audition began in November. If the auditions began in November, they're in production. Which means we might get production notes back in Doctor Who magazine. Might actually get a readable copy of Doctor Who magazine. Oh, can you imagine? With things heating up, hopefully some further news on past, present, and future of Doctor Who will soon materialise. Whittaker just has 2 more standalone specials. The first title is Legend of the Sea Devils, arriving this spring. Okay, fine, that's that. Fine. So Phil Collinson's back. I think that is huge news. I think that's actually quite important. So what's it? Oh, yeah, so Phil Collinson's back. Let's see if there's got anything to add to it. Phil Collinson, etc. Blah blah blah. Eagle Eye spotted. Okay, we saw it. Fine. So we actually got something to say. Davis, who was the Doctor Who showrunner from 2025, announced it back in September he will be returning to the show to helm its 60th anniversary year and series beyond. Now, series could be plural or singular. Again, there's so much mystery, isn't it? I'm beyond excited Be back. This is him. Back in my favourite show, but we're time travelling too fast. Yeah, basically, pumps Jodie Whittaker. This is like a non-article, right? These are all non, but it like, yes, there is a production office producing Doctor Who. That's very, very exciting. Who will be the next Doctor Who? Judy Dench. Really? Judy Dench? Now, yeah, we're going to watch a video clip where this idiotic story comes from, right? This is she's being interviewed on the One Show, I think. It looks like these are unwatchable garbage. Let me just wind this back to the beginning. Fine. I have to. And they asked her, do you think you could be the next Doctor Who? I mean, it hasn't really. We're a few years in now, right, to changing the gender on a lot of like masculine things. Like we're a few years into it. The Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Marvel, DC. We're a few years into it. It's never worked, right? It's never, ever worked. It's always failed. And again, that they just keep banging on with the same thing. No, let's try more of that. It blows my mind, mate. It blows my freaking mind. I think I'm going to put this video out on Friday. Yeah, that's my goal. I'm going to try and get this video out on Friday. Fine, let's play this clip. Let's see, like Judy Dench, a mature, intelligent, talented woman deal with stupidity.
You've had such a varied career, Bond, musicals, comedies. What is next for you on the list?
Oh, something, I hope.
Actually, I do like that they, when younger people talk to old people, they're like, it basically get the vibe is, oh, are you going to die soon? Because we're kind of done. We're kind of done. That's kind of the vibe I got off that question. And she's like, well, I want to have some kind of job. I like to work. Okay.
Well, it definitely will be something.
Almost anything, I hope. Yes, anything.
Now, we've got somebody on...
Not anything, Judy. I mean, come on. You're not going to be starring in Deep Throat 27 or whatever the number they're up to. Do they still... was it a series? I don't know. I think I'm dating myself. All right, we'll go for fisting firewood instead. That sounds like gay porn, though. So, I don't know. I doubt she'll be in that.
On the iPad, a viewer who's written in, and they're asking, actually, hang on a second, where's it? Oscar on Twitter says...
Okay, saying on Twitter, that's your first hint we're dealing with a moron, right? Yeah, it's your absolute first hint. Oscar on Twitter.
Judy, would you be up for replacing Jodie Whittaker now that she's leaving Doctor Who as the Doctor?
Well,
look at her bemusement. They're like, what? That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. You want me to play Tom Baker? What? I don't... She doesn't even know what to say. Why? Because it's such a stupid idea. Why? It's, as I said, it's not like we haven't heavily experimented with feminizing masculine roles, right? And it's not like we have unlimited data saying it fails. It always fails.
Am I going to be able to get about?
Well, you'll have a TARDIS, so it'll be fine.
I think I might pass. I think I might have to pass.
I don't understand what she means about not being able to get about. That confuses me. I don't really understand.
So that one, I can't. I'd have to get someone to do the stunts for me.
Yeah.
You've had such a varied career.
Oh, there you go. I mean, she's just like, this is asininely stupid. Beyond all level of stupid. Let's see if anybody... Who wrote this? Oh, no, it's not Hugh Fullerton. Hugh Fullerton would have been funny. Let's see if there's any commentary on it. I think I might have to pass. I have to get somebody else to do the stunts, I'm afraid. Since Jodie Whittaker announced she was leaving Doctor Who back in July, it was announced in January by the Mirror, if I recall. Let's calm down. Speculating who will be taking her place has been rife across the internet, with fans campaigning for their top choices. They're not top choices, right? These are not their top choices. These are ideological choices. That's what they're campaigning for. Hey, let's do another woman! Yeah, because that worked so well. Can I get rid of this ad? Guess not. Okay, fine. So now, Jodie Whittaker to be replaced by Walking Dead star. So this one isn't a bad idea. I think I would like him as a Doctor. Rather than me tell you the story, why don't we just read it? All right. Doctor Who's Jodie Whittaker will soon be replaced by what? Oh, could soon be replaced by Walking Dead star, according to an actor, has starred in the long-running sci-fi drama. What? Okay. Never, ever, ever believe anything you read in the press, because it's always all bollocks, isn't it? It's always all bollocks. Judy Whittaker's history-making run as the first female Time Lord of BBC series, which was a disastrous failure, alongside that of Michael Burnham on Star Trek Discovery, which has got another season. Like, what more proof do you need that these decisions are completely untethered from reality, right? Completely untethered from reality. The first film on Time on BBC is coming to an end later this year. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Let me just sound off again now. The actor made the announcement last year, and fans have been busy speculating. Now, Angeli Mohindra, who played... I just think the word Yaz. Oh my God, not Yaz. Oh God, don't anyone come back to me. Who was in Sarah Jane Adventures and is very good. She's been in a bunch of big Finnish audio dramas, and she's married to Sacha Dhawan. So she was also in the Behind the Sofa feature on a Blu-ray release a while ago. A little bit. I think it was the third Doctor one. Man, she is stunning. Okay, Andrea is absolutely stunning. So she's throwing her opinion. It's just her idea of who she thinks will be a good doctor. And it's a good idea. Yeah, you can tell she's a sensible, intelligent person. Why? Because she has a sensible, intelligent response, which is very, very, very uncommon nowadays, isn't it? The actor blah, 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 now Duda has appeared in the Sarah Jane Adventures and in Doctor Who, and revealed her own suggestions, including a Walking Dead actor. There's more than one she made. And he said, I think a lot of people that I'd love to see play the role have already played a part in the Who universe. The 31-year-old actress said she thought It's a Sin star Lydia West is an interesting fan favorite. It's not really a fan favorite. Right? Well, a fan of what, right? If you're a fan of saying that men and women are interchangeable and women have been oppressed in the Western world, yes, she will be your fan. You're a fan of that, you'll like Lydia West. Oh God, I'm terrified if Russell comes out and said, "Oh yeah, new Doctor Lydia West." I'll be, oh God, that's one I'm going to be really hard to be upbeat about. All right? I just don't know how I could do that. Lydia is currently the Booker's favourite. I thought it was Michael Sheen even said, "It's not me." And I'll say, I think all these people are two obvious choices. Lennie James, however, actually thinks, Andy has also done on BBC at Vigil, added, I actually think Lennie James would be absolutely incredible. Lennie James would be absolutely incredible. He is an absolutely incredible actor. I would watch him in pretty much anything, right? If you've seen... Line of Duty, I think he was the sort of villain, not really, in that first season. He is just fantastic in everything. He's got this great world weariness, and like he can exude a feeling of wisdom. There was episodes in The Walking Dead before it turned utter garbage, right? Where he was like slowly rehabilitating somebody from like this from anger. Which is, I found just very, very doctorate. He was a great pacifist in that series. This is just his character, but he played it well, right? He played it with grace. So I don't know if he's in consideration. I think he will be a fantastic choice. Again, an intelligent, sensible idea from an intelligent, sensible person, right? What a shock. I don't know a lot of people thought of him, but I think he'll be really cool. I think you're absolutely correct. And Vinette Robson, I think, would also be a fan. Oh, piss off. Who's Vinette Robson? Okay, again, Angelini, whatever you know, like, Angeli. What? Here, let's have a look who Vinette Robson is. Vinette Robson is... Oh, God. It's just because you will need to do a black... I think she just said that because... If you say a man and don't say a woman, you will be tarred and feathered in the entertainment industry. Even if you have that wonderful protection of having not white skin color, which is the only thing that matters to these crazy racists. Lennie may be a bit tied up and working on Fear of the Walking Dead, so would he be able to find time in Billy's schedule for a role? 56-year-old actor has already starred in popular police drama Line of Duty on BBC One. Tony Gates, the first season of the show. Latest actor interest is Emily in Paris star Lucien Laviscourt. Who's that? Let me guess. Do you think he's a white bloke? My guess is no. Okay, let's have a look at Lucien Laviscourt. Oh, what a shock! Well, he's a good-looking guy, though. I haven't seen his work, but again, it's so driven by, like, Martin Luther King is spinning in his grave. Poor man, right? Absolutely spinning. Thank God he's not alive to see this, right? It's terrible. Who has become Alfie in the second season of Netflix hit. Okay. As it stands, William Hill has recently started Lydia with 11-4. Lydia's overtaken the Time Lord favourites since Murray Douglas 3-1. Again, I think if we can predict him, it's unlikely we'll work. We're right? I think it's going to be a very surprising choice. And I hope one will go, well, that's interesting. I didn't think of that. Yesterday, I'm recording this on Friday. I think I'm trying to put this out on Friday. Yesterday was Tom Baker's birthday, his 88th birthday. I did a whole deep dive on a live stream. One of the best of Baker, and so let's hear a bit from Tom himself. It's time to look back at some of actor Tom Baker's best TV and film roles. They really don't. I was excited when I saw the headline, and then it didn't really come together. Tom Baker, best known for portraying the Fourth Doctor in Doctor Who. Who was in that? Was he? I didn't know Doctor Who could be a man. Wow. A role that he remained in for 7 years between 74 and 81. The actor went on to pursue a number of other projects. First one was Lives and Loves of the She-Devil. That was very disturbing. So, short-haired Tom Baker's naked bum waggling up and down, having sex with, who was it? It wasn't Patricia Hodge, was it? I thought it was the other one. I can't remember. Who also being a vicar, right? It was very disturbing. Okay, very disturbing. So Randall Hock to see Monica the Glen and audio's drama, including Nicholas Nickleby in Hornet's Nest, which is Doctor Who, as well as waiting video games Little Britain. Fine. It might have been over 4 decades since he left the iconic role. He's still doing it today with Big Finish. Although none of them are as good as his classic ones. Again, that's the takeaway I got going over all the best of Tom on audio and TV. It's much better. Just so much better. Who at 88 on the January 20th, 2022 continue to enjoy the show's legacy to this day. So fine, this is why I want to get to it, because I do hope this understanding filters down into whoever is that next Doctor, right? I really do hope that the understanding filters down to them. What I enjoy most of all in the last 50 years of my life is the gift of playing Doctor Who. Oh, yeah, I wish Jodie Whittaker understood that. He told The Guardian in 2020, because it's a good, because he's a good soul, and I'm a good soul. It's kind of licensed me to be my own rather silly but good-natured jolly self, with pretensions of being heroic. And they were the way his Doctor underplayed his sensual heroism, right? And it was fantastic, right? Baker returned on the 50th anniversary with the Matt Smith incarnation. I've achieved a kind of coming to terms with my life being this character. He said, everywhere I go, people, if people watch television, especially Doctor Who, they're pleased to see me and they think I've been amusing. You have been amusing. You've been wonderfully entertaining. Once you're in that world, you'll see this benevolent world. Where I'm a harmless old geezer with a nice line in banter or whatever it is. People feel comfortable with me, and I feel comfortable with them. So I'm altogether very, very, very happy at this moment. Well, I'm glad that you're happy. Tom, you deserve to be happy. You know who else deserves to be happy? We all deserve to be happy, right? So here's another little bit of happiness in the world. Doctor Who star Paul Mackey gets engaged to her girlfriend. Apparently she's gay. They didn't mention that on the TV show at all, that she's gay. It's incredible. So she says, be honest, how many of you had bets on this happening? Yeah, we're engaged. Why do you put the gay engaged? Ugh. See, that's the thing, I cannot wait till you're my wife. So, yeah, same-sex marriage, I have mixed feelings on, right? I do have mixed feelings on because I like people to be happy, right? Honestly, I do, right? I do. I'm a Bible-thumping religious nut, and I thought so I had a problem with same-sex marriage because it was... The etymology of the word is a biblical word. The institution is a biblical institution. And so they're changing it from a man and woman who loving each other to two people loving each other. I think that change is an important one, right? I think, again, I believe the Bible's real. So I was not on board with it, and I said, well, this is probably going to be bad news. However, at the same time, I don't want to be a dick, right? And I do genuinely feel joy for people feeling joy. Growing up, my grandparents had these two women who rented a room for them in their... It was a tiny house in Golders Green. I can't believe they actually decided to suddenly rent a room for them. And we didn't even consider if they were gay or not, right? Because it was the 70s. You don't even think about it. And then in 2000, they got married and said, oh, so I guess they're gay then, right? I think, and they were so happy. I even though, again, on a biblical level, I think God says no, and literally God says that's no, I can't not be happy for them because I love them, right? And I'm glad that they're happy. People said that this is going to start a slippery slope, and boy, were they right. That's really my bottom line with that. Boy, were they right. 7 years later, we there are no men and no women. There's no up, no down. It's like the world is in the shambles beyond shambles, and I do think this was a major part of it. And I think the route we should have gone is giving gay couples the same rights that straight couples have, because I think it's deeply hypocritical. And much as God is not pro LGBTQ plus issues, equally he's not pro breathtaking hypocrisy, right? Which it would be if you have a straight couple has certain rights and a gay couple has different rights. That in Western civilization, that is breathtaking hypocrisy, which I'm not really on board for. But they could have called it civil union, could have called it gay marriage. I could have whatever. Not calling it marriage, I thought was a problem, right? I thought was a problem. And it kind of seems like it is. But, listen, I'm happy that Paul Mackey is happy, right? I wish less of her identity was wrapped up in being gay, because I think she's probably a more interesting person than that. And why do I think that? Because I saw her performance as Bill Potts. And her performance as Bill Potts was a compelling one, right? Somebody who I cared about and I was interested. Now, I understand. Those weren't her words, right? She was reading a script. That's not a real person. But I think that real person did indeed shine through. And I thought that person was quite a lovely person, right? But this age where we just focus on trivialities, right? Like as if they matter, your skin color, and it doesn't matter. You know something that blew my mind the other day? Speaking of time travel things like Doctor Who, what year did Back to the Future come out? It was like 85, I think. Or was it 80? Whatever. So let's say it was 85, right? So in the 85 section, you have the mayor of the town is this black guy, Mayor Goldie, whatever he was. I can't remember, right? And then when he goes back to the 50s, you see him as a young guy and says, "What, a black man be mayor? That's insane." He said, "No, I think if I just work hard and do it, I can do it." This was in the mid-80s. Right? This is how far racism has moved away. Right? That was the mid-80s. We're talking 40 years ago now. Right? That it was over for decades, right? That's how long it's been. So people believe the craziest things. What can I tell you? Finally, let's look at this. This story popped up and I thought, oh, this is worth a look at. This is a bit weird. The Clara theory that would change everything on Doctor Who. No, I don't even want to... there you go. Good. Really? Okay, like I've already have Adobe. Like, why are you advertising this to me? Right? No, I don't want to see it. Goodbye. Now you're taking me to it? Oh, God. Really? This is just... Okay, fine. Okay, let's just try and read this theory through a little letterbox of space that they've given us. Since its debut in 1970, Doctor Who has fascinated and entertained his audience with many exciting adventures. Well, that's a kind of a broad stroke. It's true, but okay. Following a mysterious alien called the... Okay, no, let's stop with the 101 stuff. While the Doctor is willing to their knowledge and wits come in handy to save the day, the companions who travel alongside the Doctors have much more. From Susan Foreman to Caroline Ford to Yasmin has nothing to offer. Each of the Doctor's friends is unique, utilizing their own skills to fight off enemies. Now, let's be fair. A lot of the time it was to make tea and scream at aliens, okay? Come on! Like, look, Polly didn't strike me. She had so much, unique abilities to fight off aliens other than looking very pretty and screaming, right? That was basically what she did. I mean, bless her. Clara Oswald also that was a good thing about the modern era in my mind. It took Doctor Who and gave it emotional depth and resonance, which I don't think we've seen before. It was first introduced in the first series. Impossible Girl was first introduced in the first half of Series 7, as she travelled with both the 11th Doctor Matt Smith and the 12th Peter Capaldi. In the article, in the video I do about the video game, where it's so very the virtual reality video game, it's so obvious through this interview. These are corporate suits that know nothing about Doctor Who. I think they talk about Jodie Whittaker as the 12th Doctor at some point during the interview. I'm like, dude, those two are very different, right? Those two are like very different. Fine. So Clara's mystery is a challenge that someone the Doctor tries very hard to figure out. Many Reddit. Why is this coming out today? Many on Reddit have speculated about Clara and believe she's connected to Rose, Billy Piper, because her mother died on the day of an Alton attack. What? What? Her mother didn't die on the day of... What? Okay, let's read this again. Many on Reddit have speculated about who Clara is. Some believe she's connected to Rose Tyler, Billy Piper, so it's definitely Rose. They got that right. Because her mother died on the day of an Alton attack. No, she didn't! What the hell? But there is one theory that changes the series as well as a relationship to the Doctor. Okay, given that you got that massive fact wrong, Jackie Tyler wasn't killed by the Alton. She was about to be, and then she was saved, right? This series really started with the teaser trailer for Doctor's 5th anniversary on the day of the Doctor. When did this come out? Okay, January 20th, 2022. What the hell? Like, is this in a time warp? Day of the Doctor. The trailer released back when Doctor was good, and about a month before. So this is 9 years old, right? This was from 9 years ago. Features several moments of Doctor Who's history animated together to show the impact and the way it's changed over the lives. That's the 3D one. About 30 seconds in, an image of John Pertwee, the third Doctor, transitions into a crystal ball which Clara looks into. Instead of seeing her own reflection, however, Clara gazes into the image of Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter, the first companion. This is asinine. This thing has had fun. How long does this go on for? Okay, we've only got 2 more paragraphs, okay? I'm sticking with this to try and work out what the hell is going on. The snippet has fans wondering if Clara has some connection to Susan. Nobody's wondered this in years, okay? Nobody. More particularly that Clara is actually her mother, the light child of the spring. Oh, Tumblr posted about it on their blog, supporting the idea while offering more to explain its plausibility. It suggests that the Doctor and River Song also have a son who marries Clara, not Carla, and eventually have... Go away! Okay, go away! That's all dumb. It's all dumb, okay? This is all dumb. All this is dumb. Phil Collinson's going back to Doctor Who. Okay, that's your real bit of news from this whole thing. Phil Collinson is going back to Doctor Who. That's the only thing I think that really matters. Lennie James, great suggestion. The other one, not so much. Judy Dench isn't the Doctor. And has no idea what anybody would ask it to be. Reality doesn't really mean anything whatsoever. Star Trek Discovery fails and fails and fails, gets more seasons. Every time they change a gender orientation of a show from masculine to feminine, it always fails, and they always ignore its failure. And ignoring failure just seems to be the way things go in 2022, right? It just seems to be the way things go. I am much more looking forward to making my season 22 video, right? I'm so much more looking forward to make my season 22 video. So let me go and get editing this. It's 10:30 on Friday morning. Hopefully I can get this out today. That will be fantastic. Double dosing. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Rumble, baby, and sign up to my Substack. All these things will change your life in profound and wonderful ways. Experiences may vary. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, blah, 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 blah. Have yourselves a great weekend!